Tiger. Tiger. Lion. Giraffe. Crocodile. Gorilla. Chimpanzee. Zebra. Bear. Wolf. Fox. Snake. Rhino. Moose. Eagle. Shark. Penguin. Polar bear. Seal. Whale. Camel. Kangaroo. Raccoon. Squirrel. Frog. Tortoise. Toucan. Owl. Buck. Doe. Parakeet. Cat. Parakeet. Cat. Dog. Canary. Goldfish. Guinea pig. Hamster. Kitten. Puppy. Macaw. Mouse. Rabbit. Rabbit. Mouse. Macaw. Cow. Sheep. Donkey. Pig. Horse. Goat. Hen. Rooster. Duck. Goose. Pony. Chick. Duckling. Duckling. Full. Lamb. Calf. Piglet. Sheepdog. Turkey. Which one is guinea pig? Great job. Which one is pig? Great. Which one is penguin? Great job. Which one is parakeet? No. Great job. Which one is kitten? Well done. Which one is gorilla? Well done. Which one is raccoon? Great job. Which one is frog? Great job. Which one is piglet? Great. Which one is owl? Well done. Which one is canary? Great job. Which one is foal? Great job. Which one is macaw? Well done. Which one is foal? Well done. Which one is mouse? Well done. Which one is rhino? Great job. Which one is pig? Well done. Which one is piglet? Well done. Which one is owl? Great. Which one is foal? Great job. Which one is frog? Well done. Which one is canary? Well done. Which one is seal? No. Great job. Which one is piglet? Great job. Which one is goat? Great. Which one is rabbit? Great. Which one is cat? Great job. Which one is sheepdog? Great job. Which one is snake? Great. Which one is penguin? Great. Which one is dog? Well done. Which one is wolf? Great. Which one is turkey? Great. Which one is whale? Well done. Which one is gorilla? Well done. Which one is wolf? Great. Which one is giraffe? Great job. Which one is Which one is owl? Great job. Which one is mouse? Well done. Which one is snake? Great. Which one is piglet? Great job. Which one is chick? Well done. Which one is kangaroo? Great. Which one is camel? Great job. Which one is cow? Well done. Which one is zebra? Well done. Which one is camel? Great. Which one is duck? Well done. Which one is eagle? No. No. Great job. Which one is buck? Great job. Which one is cow? Great job. Which one is donkey? Well done. Which one is goldfish? Great job. Which one is crocodile? No. Well done. Which one is lamb? No. Great. Which one is sheepdog? Well done. Which one is cow? Great. Which one is kitten? Great job. Which one is goat? Great job. Which one is guinea pig? Great. Which one is duckling? Great job.